Okay, Tim, we are live. The link is in the spotlight post. And let me see here where he's at. Shoot.
There's Teacher Toto with a question already. Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's up?
Now I'm hearing double. Oh, you're sharing right now?
I will not share because it's a spotlight post. So everybody that is connected to us, they're going to
No, I
see
mean
it
you're
anyway.
sharing your screen.
Oh, yeah. Want me to stop?
Well, I'm trying to figure out where the double sound is coming from because there's a delayed. Can you hear it?
Yes, I can hear something in the background.
So I don't know where that's coming from.
Let me.
Oh, you know what? It's probably your computer. If you turn off if you mute your computer, then that delay won't happen. Tim, do you hear that delay?
The delay of Alfonso?
Like, just listen. You'll hear me speak again. So I don't know where that delay is coming from. Okay, Tim, I'm going to see if there's another delay. Yep, there's a delay. I just don't know where it's coming from. I just keep hearing it in the background.
One thing that keeps popping in my head, and I'm not really sure because this is the first time that I can remember, is we're OBS on my laptop with my YouTube channel and Web Talk, and then we're also in the secure Zoom upgraded with your YouTube. And I'm not sure if that's playing with these sounds. Now, I'm not sure why Teacher Destan can't hear us clearly.
Yeah, because I've muted both of the live videos on your news feed and my news feed in Web Talk, but I'm still hearing the delay somewhere. I don't know. Can you hear it? That delay?
Yes, I heard a couple minutes ago
Okay,
when you
because
said
I want
just
to try to
listen.
get rid of that once RJ comes on.
Right. Where else are you? Are you on a phone as well? What are you doing on the phone?
Okay, hold on. Checking for delay. Yeah, still there.
Okay, what I'll do then is I'll stop my YouTube live
Okay.
and the OBS because we're YouTube live and we just want to make one. I just stop that. It
Okay.
doesn't matter right now. And very quick update, Teacher Toto inside Web Talk just said Teacher Tom, 14-year-old, no electricity in Vietnam. That's why he wasn't there. We're not at a table somewhere saying, hey man, why weren't you there?
Yep.
I'm stopping it. All right, stopping the stream right now in OBS.
All right, so if you take off the OBS stuff, maybe that delay will disappear. All right, so the next thing is I'm gonna share my screen really quickly and just see if you can hear Alfonso.
And then you go to the very first tab here, and this is our contact information for him.
Okay. All right, so if we can get rid of that delay, then we're good. See, it's still there.
Wow. Okay.
Are you off of OBS now?
I'm off. I'm going to check the Web Talk Live that I had on, see if it's done. It's done. 2 hours, 25 minutes. So that's finished. You were listening? What did? So, why is there this?
I think I found it. I think I found it. It was me. It was my YouTube. Because I don't hear any delay now.
Perfect. Great.
Shoot. So if you want, you can go do the OBS, turn it back on again, I guess.
It's a spotlight post.
Okay.
You're good to go. It's already being shared viral right now.
Okay. So we're good now. Yeah, that was my fault. Dagnabbit. So can you hear Alfonso talking right now? Can you hear him or no?
Yes, there's, yeah.
Okay.
Very low. Yep. Can we do a test with Alfonso really quick with a screen share
Yep.
here, and I'll check it in the Web Talk Live. Just have him talking, because we can hear him in Zoom because we're here in Zoom. I want to hear.
Who sees it over there? Anybody that their algorithms determine who sees it. This is your posting. Now, before we post, or we're not going to post, but I'm going to click on this toggle right here and make this a spotlight post just to make sure that you guys understand that this is increasing the chances of people finding my post. Now, if someone was on the platform right now and they just wanted to share something with me, I would see a pop-up here in the lower left. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I think you can. Lower left, and that would be the notification. If they're not on the platform, they're going to get a little notification here on this little bell section here. I have 18 notifications, and here's a spotlight post from John. So this is, again, I just found John's post because it's a push notification. Email notification is the other one. All right, that is posting. Let's go ahead and click out of this and just look and give you a quick little sense as to the amount of control you have when looking at people's profile, looking for information on the platform. So yes, you could choose all news and all media and have
Alfonso. It's RJ.
RJ. Am I going long here?
Here he is.
No, actually, just want to let you know I came online and I'm not seeing your screen. So
Oh, don't tell me that. Hold on one second.
Perfect.
It would appear as if you could see my screen. It says stop sharing. RJ, might be something on your end. I'm not sure. I have a little stop sharing button, so I'm hoping people can see it. And I'll just ask people, if you can't see it, let me know. I do appreciate you telling me that, though. Let me see your chat.
no worries.
Can you see? I can see it. Okay. Tim says he can see it, RJ. Maybe it's because you came in underneath, who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah, now I'm looking at the clock and you know what? I went a little bit long today, a little bit long-winded, maybe sharing too much information, too excited. But we'll finish up here quickly. We have control, folks, over what we see in our newsfeed. These are the different options, just professional contacts and just photos, for example. Maybe we're in an area where we can't see, listen to videos and stuff like that. Or maybe we want to consume information based on audio alone and visual, right? That's control. The other thing I want to show you is where you get paid, and then we'll go over to our question and answer with RJ. What I clicked on there is a rewards program section. There's other ways to get there as well. And the folks, we talked about upgrading being one of the quickest way. You don't have to upgrade to become an affiliate, but it is the quickest way for you to open up those 5 levels of compensation. Once you upgrade, right, there was a little button here. It says manage here. It'll say 7-day free trial. Once you upgrade, click on this, you're going to have to create your profile. See, upgrading just opens up those additional filters and features and stuff like that, but it doesn't make you an affiliate. To become an affiliate, you have to complete your profile. It's about 6 steps there. Sign up for the affiliate program by signing an agreement, and then link your payment account so they can pay you. They know where you're going to be receiving payment. Once you do that, 3 check marks, 1 trophy, you guys are eligible to start inviting people. You go to the second tab and you can invite based on emails, sharing your link. Posting is an amazing way to connect with other people, to get them into your platform. Here's how that works. Remember, you're syndicating or even sharing the link from that post in other places. When someone clicks on that Facebook post, let's say, they're being taken to your Web Talk post page. And the only thing they're seeing is your post and the logo for Web Talk and a join for free sign on the right-hand side. If they get curious, and a lot of people do, and they want to see what Web Talk is all about, and they go ahead and get a free account, guess what? They are signing up underneath you without them even knowing, because there's a cookie that was installed on their computer tying them to you. Now, that is really a special way of growing your network. A lot of great opportunities and ideas behind that. And there's other ways, folks, and you can explore that. But what I'll share with you is your earning potential, just to show you. This is the free money right here. Blow it up so you can see that it's based on your efforts. It's based on the efforts of your first, second, third, fourth, and fifth people. When we talked about there being a matching point system, this means that all these points that they're generating, their own version of their 15,000 is coming into you. So I made $12,042 on my first 10 or 11 days in this month based on the activity of these people. All right, that's the free money. Then we go into the now money, which is based on there being 9,000 people in the group, of which 1,400 people have become an affiliate, and a certain portion of those have upgraded in order to do that. And that is how you get numbers up in this level, 13,000 and some change. That is what I wanted to present to you guys. Now let's go to our chief officer here, our chief executive. I'm going to click on that. I think I should be looking at you, RJ, at this point. And
I am coming online.
Coming online in the dark room, developing some photos, I imagine.
Nope, I just have my thing on top. There you go.
Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So there was a little trip, if I could share with everybody. You escaped somewhere.
I did, caught. Actually. Yeah, I went to Jackson Hole and Yellowstone. So we had a trip planned to go to Paris and Spain. Yep. Barcelona, and that got obviously canceled because of coronavirus. So, we decided we'd stay domestic and check off something on our bucket list here locally. So that's what we did. We
not a bad backup plan, right? That's
not
a good plan B.
Although a lot of people had that same plan B.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So it was pretty busy out there. Where was every hotel room and Airbnb was sold out in Jackson. For pretty much the majority of our stay there. So they had record tourists in Jackson, about 40,000 tourists.
And there you were thinking you had a unique idea, right?
Not so much unique, but, hoping that we'd kind of just be off in the beaten path and not be around a lot of people, but it turns out there was a lot of people there. So we got to do some cool excursions with minimal amount of people, hiking through mountains and, Yellowstone. So it was cool.
Was this the family unit, or was this just with the wife?
Just my wife. So every year my in-laws take the kids for a couple weeks and give us a break and allow us to do what we want to do. And this year, actually, we were going to take the kids to Europe for the first time. And since they got canceled, we ended up, allowing the in-laws having the in-laws take the kids for us, and them allowing us to do a vacation on our own again.
Yep, that's okay. Yeah.
It's nice. It's definitely needed. So every year it's a good reprieve, and especially I want to sneak it in before all the craziness with Web Talk takes off. So as we're getting ready to launch mobile apps and, millions of dollars into those technologies, and it's about to come to a head here. So I know things are going to get a little crazy for a while. So it's good to get a break in before it goes nuts.
I know you're part of your headspace was here in Web Talk, and it's a really important period for the company right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's as you kind of talked about in numerous times, we're always improving the product, but beta is coming to an end at this point. Now we're wrapping up everything that we wanted for our core product offering to be able to actually compete. And for all you newbies, I'm sure there's some here. Actually, maybe we could do a quick poll starting this off just to find out who's here for the first time versus somebody who's been a member maybe say a month or longer than a month. So maybe those three would be a good, first visit here.
Absolutely. So everybody, if you guys are looking at your panel here, you have two options. There's a chat and there's a Q&A. Within the chat, go ahead and let us know if you're here for the first time. At the beginning of the call, I know there's at least one or two people that are here for the first time.
Okay.
We have Joanne saying, wow, talking about your travel here. We have Wayne, longer than a month. We have Wade Jackson here for the first time. We have David. I know I saw someone named John. So we do have some people here for the first time. And because of that reason, if we could do that little piece, RJ, where you could tell the audience in your words the value proposition of this platform, the origin of that story, why it was developed.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start that off. So Talk was built to reinvent online networking to power the gig economy. You know, Facebook and LinkedIn, Twitter, they've all been around for 20 years before the gig economy really existed. But relationships, especially now in the work from home era, relationships online are more important than ever. You know, cultivating, maintaining, growing, adding new relationships into your network. And any entrepreneur or successful business person knows that in business, it's the relationships that drive your success. Right? It's who you know, not what you know. It's about, you know, who's going to help bring you up and who you can help bring up. And part of that network effect is all about, you know, making sure you have the top quality relationships in there that are going to keep their word and do everything that they're going to do. But that also transfers into your personal life, right? So the relationships that last longest in your personal life are the ones where people you can trust and you know, they do what they say they're going to do and you can count on them. So all of this transpires to, well, we've just handed these relationships over to social media so they can monetize, you know, our time sharing with them and don't get anything back from it. There's no way to manage those relationships. You're just, you know, basically watching a cable TV station with entertainment. You're not actually growing and maintaining these relationships to help you create more success and happiness, because relationships equal happiness. That was what we really wanted to do. We really wanted to solve that problem. So the big things that set WebTalk apart from anybody else is our patent pending contact management platform that powers the network. So it gives you the ability to segregate for the first time your personal and professional lives and, you know, keep them apart until you don't want them apart. And that also gives you more control over, you know, how you appear to those relationships and how you maintain those relationships. So it makes it so your lives don't cross. You can't have, you know, conflicting issues. And then when you do want them to cross, it's there for you. And when you want to extract the value out of all of your relationships, it's there too. So very, very powerful tools. And then beyond that, we have the entire contact manager that you just went through. That's a very key component to helping to maintain relationships and grow. And that's going to power a lot more tools as we move forward. So it'll power integrations with other CRMs. It'll power integrations with our own kind of hybrid CRM and group chat and groups on demand functionalities. So we're going to really build on top of that core technology. And that's a big piece to this. So beyond that technology, beyond segregating personal and professional lives, beyond contact management and relationship management, we also wanted to have channel news feeds built into, you know, our news feed, so that way you can control your news. So you can see what you want to see. You can put messages in front of people when they want to see them or to who you want to see it. So we give you complete control over your relationships, over your content, over your communication, and it's the first platform to do so. Now, we're also the first platform in social media to allow you to get rev share from content. So that's a big proponent to this too. Right now, YouTube is probably the biggest payer to rev share for content creators. And, you know, Google started that whole trend with Google AdSense a long time ago. And following in Google's footsteps, we want to take that same model and apply that to a social network, where instead of having one huge influencer making, you know, all the money, that can still happen with WebTalk, but we also wanted it to where small content creators can also make as much as a big influencer that's creating great content through our rewards program. So you get the leverage of referrals. So you can either be an influencer and create a ton of great content, get a lot of followers on Web Talk and make a ton of money that way, or you can, participate in our referral program, create a small amount of content, make a little bit of money there. But then as you invite people and they make a small amount of content, make a little bit of money, then that multiplies and that can go through, your entire referral network if you earn the bonus. So all of that built into this program was instilled to help the world create more success. That's really the bottom line. That's our whole business model. So from A to Z, everything that we do, from contact management to relationship management and dividing out your networks, to sharing revenue with content creators, to the referral rewards, allowing every single person to have the opportunity to make a 6-figure or 7-figure income like a top influencer just by inviting people who use the platform. So all of these things were built to change the world. They're built to say, here is a community built for you to create more success, and you do with it as you wish. Right? We don't, other than your typical censorship on making sure there's no nudity and making sure there's no violence or terrorism, other than your standard, anti, propaganda type of content, we do not censor. So that's another thing. We don't focus on dividing like a lot of other social platforms do. They're pulling out anything that could be related to the Republican Party right now, which I know that really divides the world in a lot. And I think all opinions should be expressed. And, that's one of our models with Web Talk. So we want to make sure that we are building a community that is really about sharing ideas and creating success and helping the world become a better place. And you can't do that when you're censoring people. So
Sure.
That's one of our big things. So across the gamut, we've got a lot of technology that we've developed, $10 million into our technology. We're putting millions more into it. So, over the next, I guess it's only 6 weeks now. So over the next 6 weeks, we've got, starting tomorrow, we got a big release. If everything goes to plan, we're getting a new landing page tomorrow. So the whole new look and feel of Web Talk is going to change tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. Yep. So that goes live, hopefully late morning, early afternoon. We'll see, depending on testing and regression testing. And then also going live tomorrow with that new landing page is a new referral link. So tomorrow, everybody's going to get a new referral link called GET. It's going to be get.webtalk.co/your username. And this new referral link gives a pop-up on the landing page that says, congratulations, you're in. And it's going to say you've been invited by, and whoever, your face and name is going to show up right there front and center as soon as you use this link with a pop-up. So, so now you're going to have 2 landing page links. You're going to have one that does not show that you invited people, because that's a standard affiliate link, and you'll use that link for advertising, marketing, search engines, whatnot. But when you want to invite friends and family, people you'll now use this new GET link, and the GET link will let them know that it's a personalized referral. Sure. So that goes live tomorrow, and then also tomorrow, we've got new onboarding, and for people in the United States, we are redeploying SMS verification. So for anybody who, for some reason, doesn't get an email verification because their inbox is blocking it or whatnot, now there's a secondary where you can put in a phone number and you can confirm your new account using a text message. Oh, okay. We'll send you a verification code. So it'll help with increasing the conversion number. Yep, the conversion number of people that are signing up. We've also trimmed down onboarding requirements from, I think it was 5 steps to 3 steps now. So it's also a shorter onboarding process. So as soon as you come in, it's not only it's a gorgeous interface. It's easier to understand. It's quicker to get the value proposition. And then as soon as you get into setting up your account, it's 3 simple steps, and then your account's created once you verified it. And then we offer up a brand new complete profile wizard, and that's coming tomorrow as well.
experience more success. Just more
Got it.
targeted messaging. Yeah.
Yep.
So awesome.
That's our mission. So and
Cool.
that's been our mission since the very beginning, to help the world create more success. And our focus from everything we do, and it doesn't include just technologies to help the world create more success and then sharing our revenue, but we also share our profits. So 10% of our profits go to charity.
Oh, right.
So our whole mission across the board is literally to help the world create more success.
Hey, is there a thought for having the community opt in or vote as to where those funds are going, or is there a passion that you guys have as a corporation where you kind of designate
for the charity?
For the charity? Yeah, the 10% of profits.
Yeah. So if you go to give.webtalk.go, we outline how that's going to play out. So what's going to happen is the funds are going to actually go back. The profits are going to go back to the countries where they originated. So instead of, one particular charity in one particular location getting the money, that's not how it's going to be broken down. We're actually going to have a grant pool that's going to showcase how much money is available for grants in every country. And then you can apply for those grants as a nonprofit. So how the money works is, instead of it going to basically willy-nilly to a fund that says, all right, we use 90% to pay payrolls and 10% is actually for the charity, we control to make sure 100% goes to help the charity. So how we're doing that is by putting together grants that allow for us to kind of audit where the money is being spent, and it goes into assets. So if they want to open a new hospital for helping people, it's a nonprofit, and we'll give them the money to actually buy the facility. And then they have to carry out certain things within that facility to get the hospital for free, basically, to get it as a donation. So it makes sure that they're carrying on with their charitable efforts. So there's going to be follow through. So we're not just handing money out and it disappearing. That's kind of a big, impact with our charity, because we want to make sure the money is making an impact, not just going somewhere that we don't know.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised, because with everything you do, it's so well thought out. I mean, you're investing in the communities that are participating within the network. That is fair. It's democratic. It's amazing. But then to be able to make it a grant and actually have by application, basically, have that much control. By
application. Yep.
Yeah.
You apply, and there's a checklist of things that needs to be done to apply. And once there's funds available, we'll make applications available in those countries and start going through the process. So, yeah.
Like with everything else, so well thought out. Super, super cool. Do you have some other stuff? Or I have a couple questions from the community that they've reached out to me with.
Go ahead, shoot.
Okay, good. And then we'll look at the chat. So I'll take this opportunity to talk to you guys on the call. If you guys have questions, you'll see two tabs again. You'll see the chat and you'll see the Q&A. It'll be so much easier for me to find if you make sure you put your questions in the Q&A section, right? I think it should look like a tab for you. And I'll click on it now. Just make sure you guys are there. There's a couple questions already. Perfect. One of the questions I got was about businesses signing up. Just making sure that it's clear whether, and they said business or foundation is the way it was presented to me. So RJ, can a foundation, maybe even like a church is what I get the sense they're trying to ask. Can a church, as an example, become an affiliate within this platform?
When we launch Pages, yes. Oh, sorry, one of my lights dying. Of course. So once we launch Pages for Business, it'll be very clear that business can enroll in the affiliate program. So, as of right now, it's not clear because we only have individual accounts. But yes, once we launch Pages for Business, Pages will actually have the ability to also enroll in the rewards and affiliate program. So I just want everybody to understand that. So if you create a page for a business as an individual account, we will transfer that over, but you'll also have to transfer over the affiliate account to a business account at that time as well. So you'll have to put in a tax ID number, or outside the United States, there's different identification numbers for businesses, but you have to enter in those, outside of the U.S. to be able to, do your taxes, but then it becomes a business income stream.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Just to be clear, because you're saying if you create a page, and really it's if you create an account. If you create an account, okay. And wouldn't it be almost the equivalent where if the head of that organization, that business, if they get an account in their name, but the payment, right? They set up the LLC, because that's how I have it. Have the person being paid at the LLC. Is that kosher?
Yeah. So once you're talking about in the back end of the account.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so,
Pre-page and just like at this point, like right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, if you create a commercial account with Stripe or Payoneer, and you're paying yourself from your page to that account with Stripe or Payoneer as a corporate account, that's fine, because you're logistically, transferring the money to a business, and that's what the right thing to do with taxes.
The equivalent, okay.
Yeah,
it's not the profile is going to show up as a you could designate whatever it is, right? You could put the business name as the profile ID, right?
Yeah, you can put it as a profile ID.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I want to fix this light real quick.
Sure. Although we can see you though, RJ, so if you want to.
This could be a little bit better now.
Okay. Oh, there you are. It's a new art. Great. Okay. So, these are actually follow-up questions to questions that we had last week with Roberto, and he wasn't sure, but I feel like if it's not something we've talked about in the past, I feel like maybe you wanted to say it to me, and I heard it that way. As beta testers, which we get to be if we're pro account holders, right? As a beta tester, will we have earlier access to SMS invites than the general public?
You're talking about for beta testing?
Yeah, beta testing.
So beta testing is coming, depending on how things go over the next week or so. Hopefully, we're going to be looking at sometime in the next week that we'll be opening it up to our pro customers to start beta testing. Inside of that, you're going to have SMS inviting, but the SMS inviting is just going to be kind of an injected link back to the web app, not to the native apps, because they're not going to be able to download them, right? So just so that's clear. Yes, you'll have early access to it, but that early access means you're inviting them to the web app and not to the native apps.
But that's a huge advantage, right?
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
When I say huge, if we're trying to grow our network and all of a sudden we have our whole contact list and I have thousands, I think 6,000 or 8,000 people in my phone, and we all of a sudden get that ability. So we get ahead of those that are not pro members right now.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm looking to you guys at the camera here and just saying to you guys, if you've been on the fence about making that investment or not, or just becoming there's different ways to become an affiliate, but and actually this is about pro members, not even becoming an affiliate. You do have to become either a pro or pro platinum, right, RJ?
Yep. Yeah, okay. We're going to invite all of our pro members to start beta testing our iOS and Android apps early. So that's, we're working on doing final integrations right now with the live site to the apps, because you use two different databases when you're testing. You have a test database and then you have live data. So we're doing the integration now. And as soon as that integration is done and it looks like it's working well, then we'll start inviting our pro customers in.
There you go. I don't know if it's alphabetical, but my name is A, so I'll be waiting for that.
Awesome. It'll be coming soon.
There you go. So, and it occurs to me that the people on this call are probably pro members. So it's more about us making sure we share the information with our communities, the people that are within our groups, that this is a very important opportunity that we have. All right. Well, I had a question here, and I don't know if we messaged earlier, but did you have something that you wanted to ask the community? This is not a question. This is a question from, is there something that you wanted to kind of poll unofficially? So one of the big things I'd like to know is for these meetings too, what would you like to hear, and
What would you like to see? I think those are some of the big things, because if we're going to do regular meetings, I know there's some things that we obviously have to cover every single, regular meeting, but I'd like to hear from the audience who's here, what topics do you want to cover? What do you need to know about the most? Because, at the end of the day, we're here for you. We're building products for our customers. We're building, tools for our affiliates to help bring us customers. So, it's, WebTalk is your product, and we're just here to, help you succeed. So, at the end of the day, we really need to know, like, what do you want to know? What questions do you have? How can we help you create more success? So all those things that you can feed to us, can help serve you better, or help us serve you better. So that's our goal at the end of the day.
Okay. So I'm glad we asked this question early. That way people can chime in. And by the way, all the questions that are asked, I get the download at the end of the call. So I'll be able to share that with RJ and really have a discussion, because these calls have really become a community asset. And my intention is to share the video with everybody on the platform. You guys would be responsible to share it with everybody. But this is the company reaching out to the community saying, hey, what do you want me to share with you? So really important. Thank you for that. So we'll see what people are asking or commenting about opinions on that. Priceline came up in the questions, RJ. Sure. One of those early partner offers that were presented to us, and it's not something that a lot of people are it's not as important now with the COVID restrictions.
Yes. Sorry, I'm jumping out of here.
But apparently people, no, it's fine. But apparently people are traveling and they're thinking, well, when is this going to happen? Is there an idea that you can give us?
So, the integrations of Priceline were done pretty early on, but because of travel restrictions and, there's been a huge cutback across the entire travel industry, which they don't expect to recover for the next year. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense at this point for us to put resources into pushing that partnership out the door right now. It makes more sense for us to focus on mobile app integrations and third-party integrations. So we're looking right now to start once we launch our new profile, which we're trying to get rolled out by next month, which is going to be a huge upgrade. And then we launch Pages for Business. So once those things go live, our big focus at that point is being able to offer as much functionality and service as possible. And the fastest way for us to do that is offer integrations. So we're going to offer the ability to integrate your Upwork account, your Fiverr account, your Shopify account. So we're going to start offering a lot of integrations right away into your Pages for Business and your personal profiles, and allow you to just showcase your products and your ratings and all those things.
Okay.
So that's really our big next focus is how can we help really push the world to do more business online and create more success and manage more relationships. So that's really it. So between those app integrations and then group chat, we're really putting a lot of effort right now into the infrastructure for group chat, Pages for Business, and app integrations.
Cool. So definitely those are very important improvements to the platform. But I got to imagine that the question kind of originates as like additional revenue streams, thinking as an affiliate and creating this network of people, how they can potentially monetize. Looking at Priceline as like a great example of what that might look like. Obviously, what you shared with us makes complete sense. Like, why rush into something that's just in limbo right now? But I guess they're kind of looking at additional revenue streams, and some of the stuff, some of those integrations with Spotify sounds like there would be some additional revenue streams. Am I correct in saying that?
Well, so what we're going to do initially, until we have our own marketplace built out, is we're going to offer a subscription that allows for members to add these applications to their accounts. So you'll have the ability to add a certain amount of integrations per subscription level. So it's just going to be a new pro feature. So as you know, yep. So
a la carte though, right?
No, it'll be moved into the existing pro packages. So certain packages will get a lower amount, but then you'll have a la carte if you want to add additional ones. So we're going to allow for a certain number of integrations.
Okay.
But,
so if you're thinking revenue, what you're thinking is additional reasons for people to upgrade, which produces additional revenue.
Additional revenue, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
So increased conversion rates, more reasons to go pro.
Mm-hmm.
And then, with Pro version 2, which will include these integrations, Pro version 2 is also going to have a lot of other features, which is going to be great. Things like Groups on Demand, but Groups on Demand is going to be a free service, but you're going to have the ability to do Groups on Demand blind copy. So you can send out one message to everybody, but not everybody's going to see it, right? So it's going to be very, very powerful. That's going to be a feature.
All right, explain that in case I wasn't the only one that missed it.
So when you do a group chat, you can send one message, and all 15 people see the same message, but all 15 people are also able to communicate and see what each other are saying. So there's no way that you can send all 15 people the same message without it being in a group chat inside of Facebook or inside of LinkedIn or anywhere else. So we're offering for a pro feature the ability to basically do what email does and be able to send one message to 15 people and blind copy it and be able to add attachments and whatnot. And so that way you can have analytics on it and track it. So it gives you quick grab 15 people from your network, send them all the same message, track the analytics on it, and be able to, carry on individual conversations with the replies from each of those 15 people.
Beautiful. So even though it's broadcast in the group format, it arrives in a private individual message.
You got it.
In this one line of back and forth communication.
You got it.
With the ability to attach and stuff like that, with analytics being added. I mean, geez, okay, that's awesome.
Yep. So it's going to have some powerful functionalities into messaging. And again, it's going to be a pro feature, and it's going to be limited to a certain subset every month of usage. But I think it'll be a very powerful functionality to help, coordinate and collaborate.
Cool. This one feels like we're going kind of back to a question that was asked just a moment ago, but what would you say to someone that's trying to reach out to nonprofit organizations? Maybe they're thinking church, maybe they're thinking on a local club level, but someone that is trying to do some fundraising and looking at this opportunity as a nice way to just create an additional revenue stream. What would be something that you would say as a good approach to establishing that, if you think it's a good approach at this moment?
Well, I mean, WebTalk is another networking platform, right? So the approach to building relationships online is the same anywhere to create success, which is, start building a relationship. You don't start off by spamming somebody or sending, hey, I need money. Will you do this? You say, hey, this is what I'm involved in. Is this something that you're interested in? And if so, I can give you some more information if you want it. But, people that come right at your face, try to sell you something or try to fundraise, that process doesn't work. People automatically put up a wall, and you're going to get that no matter if it's real life or if it's in a social network. It doesn't matter where you are, that's going to happen. So my only advice is to treat it like you would treat talking to a friend. You're not going to go to your friend and say, hey, buy this from me, or hey, give me your money for this church. You're not going to do it. You're going to be like, hey, can you help me out? This is what I need, or what can I do to help you? And this is what I need from you. So just take that in consideration whenever you're doing sales or fundraising or whatever on our platform or anybody else's. Is build a relationship first.
Sure.
Be a human being. So.
Sure. Ease into it, show the value of the platform before you ask for whether it's something that's good for them.
Absolutely.
Cool. Partner offers coming soon. Additional hires. This is really one that I took a question and kind of made it my own question. And you guys are doing some fundraising. I think it's public. You've shared it in the past. And you guys are eager to grow the team, to develop more. What else comes from that investment that might translate into a better experience onboarding, a better experience in customer service? Are there those roles being established?
Yep. So we're going to be focusing on building out our support team, our sales teams. So one of the big things that we really want to deploy is our self-service ad platform. So to do that, we need to put together a team that's going to handle customer support there. It's going to handle screening the ads. So we're going to have an audit team that's going to look at all the ads being submitted to run on WebTalk and, approve or decline or put them in review and change and all that. So we're going to have a whole support infrastructure to handle our self-serve ad platform. But that's really one of the big new revenue streams that's coming live after we launch Pages for Business. So, that's why we're raising some capital there, is we're going to apply that to sales and support and service in the self-serve ad platform side. And then we're also going to be putting on full-time dedicated R&D and maintenance teams for all devices. So right now we have one big team that kind of manages all platforms, and we bounce from platform to platform, and we really, do a lot of agile development. We focus on what's priority. We do it week to week. But as we grow with new money, we'll be able to, divide and conquer with our efforts. We'll be able to staff dedicated teams for Android, and another for iOS, another for our web app, and be able to focus teams specifically on maintenance versus R&D, so we can constantly be pumping out new products and new services. So there's the 4 quadrants of growth with technology. If most people aren't aware, you've got your typical user growth, which most people think is the only one. They don't really realize that there's actually much more. You have market expansion. So market expansion is platforms and languages. So adding new languages, moving into foreign countries. It's accessibility through, launching on not just iOS and Android, but on tablets, on smartwatches, on smart devices. So being able to link up on as many devices as you can and have that accessibility all over the place on technology. So that's market expansion. And then you have product expansion. So product expansion is increasing engagement and usability and value proposition. So you're always wanting to launch new products and services that are free. And then you have revenue expansion. So things like adding self-serve ad platform, Pro version 2. So, those 4 quadrants are all going to have dedicated resources with this new funding. We're going to have, teams specifically dedicated to user acquisition and user growth, to new revenue streams and increasing revenue growth, product expansion, launching new languages and on new devices, and then obviously new tools like Pages for Business, native video, group chat, things that are going to constantly increase engagement. So, having all 4 of those quadrants covered with dedicated teams makes it to where we can move a lot faster. Right now we have one team covering all 4 quadrants, and that's what happens when you're small. You're a beta company, right? So, but once this new funding is in, I think we should rapidly see output from the company, in which each one of those expansions is really going to keep the growth moving. Right? You're going to see a lot.
Yeah, the divide and conquer, I definitely get. And it's just like the Henry Ford, just almost productivity line, even though it's not that. Perfect. I have some more questions, but it feels like we are into this call here. I want to go into our audience questions, and we'll leave some of my stuff for later. And you could probably see some. So if you start seeing stuff that I don't see, I see. Here's a question. Can we see a WebTalk business education platform next year? WebTalk business education platform. Business education. Google came out with the Classroom. You heard of that? Maybe they're thinking something along those lines.
Well, Google Classroom is kind of a self-service platform to teach. I mean, and you could really use a lot of things like Zoom or Webinar Jam here. So a lot of things can be used to teach. I'm wondering if she's asking, are we actually going to teach? Are we going to employ people that will come out and create some content and help training? So I think some of the things that I can say partly about are, yes, we are going to have dedicated staff members for affiliate support. So anybody, for rewards and all that. So we're gonna have people that are going to be out there, constantly talking about the affiliate program and how it works and going through it. We are also going to be doing videos for our help desk. So as we come out of beta and we stop changing a lot of things and everything's going to stay the same for a while, as far as user experience and how everything rolls, which is we're coming to a freeze point here within weeks. So as soon as that happens, then we start adding video tutorials to the help desk, which should help. And then as we move into new languages, we convert those videos to Spanish and French and Mandarin and all the different languages, and allow the help desk to be multilingual. So all those things are coming as far as training and support for our products. Outside of that, helping people be more successful at their own businesses, that's really going to be up to the community to start putting together groups and materials to help each other. We're going to help you be successful in our community, but as a community, we should pull together and help each other be successful at our own individual businesses.
Organically, I'm sure there's going to be that type of support, but also with what's coming, Shopify-like environment. I mean, someone could probably be creating that. I would imagine. Brian Cooper, which I think was one of the individuals that was coming on here for the first time, is asking about the number of Pro and Pro Platinum members. Brian, there's plenty of opportunity. If you're thinking about if we're running out of 1 million seats, there's plenty of seats there for you. A lot of these are not questions. A lot of these are more addressing what you were talking about, topics. Lorraine does have a question. For the 10% to charities, are the funds based on the earnings and what country the affiliate lives in? It's based on the profit, right?
Yes, it's based on the profit. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So not the top number, but the bottom number, Lorraine. And is it based on the revenue? You're not going to be able to identify the revenue per country and therefore inject it back. It's more so, is it the size of the community or?
No, it'll be the revenue because, with government laws and legislation these days, you have to do taxes in each country individually. So you have to track revenue and pay taxes per country. So in every single country, we're going to treat as its own entity. So when we have any kind of profit coming from a country, then that profit, 10% of it is going to stay in that country to help local charities in that country. And so we'll be able to track, through our own filings and revenues. So, because we can see where all the transactions were done, on Stripe, which is what we use for our merchant services. They tell us exactly where all the transactions originated from.
Oh, that makes it easy. Good. Makes sense. Lorraine, more questions. Lorraine is one of our most valued members in the community. So we have another question here. Lorraine, we really do appreciate your questions. Would it be possible to move the allow comments and allow public comments out of the public, etc. box and into the own box so that it's easier to see and use? Do you know in the when you're submitting a post, you have to kind of scroll down to the bottom where it says allow comments? Mm-hmm. I was asking if it could be placed somewhere else.
To make it easier to see.
To make it easier to see. I think the default right now is where it does allow, and that was the problem before. But
so we have two fixes coming actually. So one is we're going to reverse the placements of the allow comments switch versus the public comments checkbox. We're actually going to put allow public comments as a checkbox first, so that displays. So we're actually changing that interface. We're going to switch those, but we're also going to do a remember me. So it'll remember your last selection. You just got to be careful if you use that, but that's going to be a setting that's going to be in your settings page that we're going to be adding. So it'll have remember my last selection for my news feed for allowing public comments. And if you turn that on, it'll always be on for every post. And then if not, we'll have it now front and center, that checkbox for allow public comments. So that's coming. I'm not sure if it's going to be in tomorrow's release, but it's definitely going to be, if it's not in tomorrow's, it'll be in the next release in a couple of weeks. So
I love that you had an answer for that. It's like you're just aware of everything. I mean, I guess it might be obvious that but there's so much going on that I'm still surprised that you're aware of that.
We're always working on it. So we're trying to improve everything in the system, and I lead product for the company too. So that's my big thing is I want to make sure the product is product comes first. Always product comes first. That's the difference between successful companies and not successful companies, is that experience and giving people the ability to make things easy and seamless and fun and rewarding and valuable. And every day I strive to help us create and maintain the award-winning experience that we've had this time, or all this time.
Also, I have a sense for that's the case, and I gotta believe that most people in the community see it that way as well. This one has a question mark at the end, so let's see if it's one. Will the old links still work, or will they redirect to the new links once the new landing pages show up?
Oh yeah, all the old links still work. You're just going to get one extra link. It's an add-on. So this new link is going to be added to your Get Referrals tab in your dashboard. You're going to see it there. So that page is getting updated, but I'm just telling you right off the bat, the new link is going to be get.webtalk.co/your username. And that new link, if you share that, if somebody clicks it, goes to the new landing page, it's going to just give you a pop-up that's going to give it kind of a warm, inviting, congratulations, you're invited by you. Right?
With our photos and little confetti.
You got it. The whole thing is just,
right.
No, I wish we could do that, but no. It's a landing page. It needs to stay light, but sure. I know that Facebook does a little congrats and your whole screen blows up. Yeah, and I think iMessage does it too, but we'll get to that point where we can do some cool logo animations anyway.
Cool. And I see another one here from Brian Cooper. Are you still doing he's asking about the Payoneer offer, the extra revenue when you connect with Payoneer. So yeah. Yep. I bet you some people.
Yeah, so we've been actually working on that because we're upgrading the whole dashboard to make it easier. So version 2 of our dashboard is in the works, and part of version 2 of that dashboard is the new bonus. So each step of the way, basically everything, we talked about this last time, but each step of the way, we're showing bonuses. We're going to say, here's your bonus for referring a new customer. You get a commission for referring customers. You get commissions for referring just new members because you're earning rev share when they're using the platform. And then here's your commission for referring new affiliates. And the new affiliates is just going to be once they've linked the payment account and had their first commission check, you get a bonus payout from that. So each one of these things, as you refer members, customers, and affiliates, each one is going to have a monetary reward. So it's going to be very clean and simple that it's illustrated just that way on the new dashboard. So I just want to make that clear. It's not just adding it. We're adding a new process that says, here's your checklist of things and what to do to make money. And it's going to be pretty simple.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to answer one of the questions I see here. It's Wade Jackson. He's asking, are these webinars being archived and are accessible? I've been sharing the Q&A session, and sometimes it's just clips, but I'm going to make sure that everybody gets these moving forward. So it's been about an hour and 37 minutes according to my clock, RJ.
Yeah.
You have a long day, I'm sure. We're launching pages, landing pages, we're launching a whole bunch of stuff. We want to get you back to, I don't know, are we working? Are we doing some, we ready for slowing down and getting ready for tomorrow?
Well, I still got to prep for tomorrow. So I got another hour worth of work to do at least, but yeah, it's gonna be a good day tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to getting it out. Hopefully there's no glitches, because sometimes if it's not looking good by midday, it might push back an extra day. So just giving everybody that forewarning, it might not be until Thursday. But we're going to try to get it out tomorrow.
Right. All right. We're in the heels here of a very important upgrade. And just going back for one quick second about the importance of going to a Pro Platinum account or a Pro account, just for that opportunity to become a beta tester, to have early access for the SMS invitations, even though we're sending them to the web profile version, but it's extremely important for you guys to start sharing that with everybody. RJ, I'm gonna just cut it right there and thank you for your time today. It's been a while. Was looking forward to touching base with you again. So thank you for letting us know everything that's going on.
Appreciate it. Thank you too. So, and looking forward to next call.
Okay, fantastic. Good night, everybody.
Right.
We'll see you on the next
Good night,
call.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Have a great night.
I was talking to you without the mic on. Do you want to stop this and start a new live, or just want to continue with this one?
Nah, let's continue.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Manny, if you want to get back, get back into the waiting room, go ahead and do that if you're still listening. I just wasn't going to add people during when RJ was talking.
I apologize. I did that understanding that Mr. Manny would come in here and just listen. And again, Teacher Andy is sharing something even to me. I let him in, and Teacher Tim apologizes to the bigger picture of what this is, Web Talk World. And you just listen to the CEO. And IEG is creating everything the CEO has a bigger picture to already today. Everything. I got to walk around and I got to see comments and something else and just shake my head. With questions somewhere else outside of Web Talk World that should be inside. Archived? You want to talk about archived? Jesus Christ.
Yep. That is oh, hold
I
on.
got to listen to that silliness. And let's answer the question of the individual that asked how many pro users and pro platinums. There, Alfonso. Let RJ answer that question. Not there's plenty seats left. How about letting the CEO answer it? These are questions to RJ. Because we just added another one.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I was switching over to my phone.
It's, he's getting questions in his chat, and there's an individual asking about, hey, RJ, can you let us know how many pro users there are right now? And what does Alfonso do? Doesn't let the CEO answer, says, oh, there's plenty of seats still available. Why don't you let the CEO answer how many he knows?
Right.
Because we see it in Spotlight posts that he shares. Yeah, we read the CEO's Spotlight posts. And that could be another level as we go from a couple weeks ago when he shared 3,000 pro users. Well, maybe there's 4,000 today, and so we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of you answering that there's plenty of seats left and your $14,000 change and saying, is it going to benefit pro users with a Oh, I get to beta test an app. Oh, I got 8,000 people that you haven't communicated with them yet? What's that $4,000, $14,000 that you got so far? Give me a break.
I said my piece a long time ago. RJ came in and talked to us and stuff, and so I'm leaving that alone.
Oh, well, this is on me.
Yeah, I know.
This is on no one else.
Yeah,
This is on me, because Teacher Tim, did I get angry at Teacher Andy when I have to shut down my spotlight post on what's going on? He's going through learning issues. He left his YouTube on. Is he going to put his tail between his legs now, as we could have had this even blasted further, so people could understand why the hell are we commenting in another platform with questions? Can someone answer that in Web Talk?
right.
Because we have teams now going live. We showed it in a Web Talk Live, And how beautiful is the answer of RJ with the profit of countries? That means GeoAg is going to be number one. Watch.
Well, and you know what's cool is I was already thinking of Quaylon. He's going to be able to apply for his nonprofit and be funded from Web Talk, from their 10% fund.
Yes.
So what he is going to be able to do with his nonprofit that he has just built and just created and has all the information, can show them exactly what he's going to do, can show them that he's not going to be using the money. It's going to be going directly to communities and to helping everybody. I mean, what an amazing thing for him.
Exactly. And we know what Quaylon is. He's been showcasing it on Web Talk Lives, bringing in another GeoAg that we know needs revenue for what? For their packets of seeds to send to you, and a book that will guide you as you go in classes that are interactive with Richard Hamilton. What else do you want, Web Talk land?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go back in the YouTube world and start building up your YouTube channel? Is that what you want? And then put Web Talk to the side and just wait for some app to come around with zero money being pumped in for that feature? Did you hear on demand? Everything's going to be on demand. And how are the Web Talkers going to pay for the upgrades when you have a la carte? They're going to be making revenue. Vietnam's going to be making revenue and upgrading to all these beautiful features. You don't understand that, do you, Web Talk world? Do you? It's all on demand. Look at the deal of what Web Talk is. You think it's just a free gift? Giving away 50% of the revenue, and another 40 goes to features of Web Talk, and 10%, we just heard it from the CEO. That's high level, because he understands about admin and these nonprofits that suck up 90% of the money given from your pocket. So wake up, humanity. You think RJ's not awake? That's music to the ears of the true project-based teacher when he explains it. That's what we want to be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Helping the world go nonprofit. Oh, and by the way, on the other side of that, you'll make your money, Web Talk world. Are you scared of a nonprofit? What does a nonprofit do when you start one? You're able to do things based on your vision to help the world, and you'll use that nonprofit money to go travel and go help the world. Are you afraid? Is that what you're afraid of? What do you think's being built here? So we can share things in Web Talk. Hey man, let's come together with 500 people and just share it. Just because this is what we're going to do. That was a year ago when we were training everybody to get used to the platform. I'm so proud of the new pro user of IEG. She was there listening and commenting.
Mm-hmm.
5 o'clock in the morning, her time. Yeah, I'll stop.
Well, the idea of getting a bonus for every referral, a different kind of bonus for every referral that you bring in, whether they're a member, whether they're an affiliate, whether they're a pro user. I mean, that's just you just in that is massive incentive. You know, and this, you know, I'm not saying that I don't want to see the app and I don't want to see all the stuff that's coming, because I do. I want it to be in an app. I want to see that next level, but everything that they're talking about, we're already doing. I mean, quite honestly, it'll be easier with the app for sure, but what they're bringing with the app right now, I mean, when he's talking about the group chat, I mean, yeah, I get it. There's a group chat, but you can make a private group and do the same thing right now. It's being done with the Nest.
Yes.
It's not messaging as in like TalkMail messages. And I feel like the group chat makes you lose revenue because it's not in the newsfeed. So I'm you know, I'll be interested to see, and I'm guessing, you know, the idea of how much time you spend on Web Talk becomes a revenue maker. I think that you know, being in those groups and stuff like that, using TalkMail will be something that is making it you know, be that way or whatever. But we're already doing that. Excuse me. We're already doing group private group interaction. And it's funny because he's saying, well, then you'll be able to add pictures and you'll be able to add stuff. And, you know, I like the analytics part, but if you ask the Nest right now what they're doing exactly what he just said is something that's coming out as a feature. See, this is why, and this is why I hate watching those I hate watching those lives, because it's frustrating, because I know what everyone is doing. We know what everyone knows what's going on in Web Talk that's part of IEG. And anybody that's listening to this right now, you know what it's not just two people. I'm not saying we as in Tim and I'm saying we as in the entire IEG community is so far ahead, and everyone should be very proud of themselves, because we are so far ahead that the only, like, literally to me, the thing that is most exciting for me about the app is that it's just going to bump up our interaction amount, because more people are going to have time to be on their phones doing this as an app instead of waiting to be on a computer to do this, or using data, you know, like you know, using your internet to do it. Because I mean, I feel like I have an app already. I've always felt like from the very beginning I had an app, because I just set it up. When I click on my internet link, it's just, that's the only thing you know, like I might have other tabs, but this is basically the only thing that if I'm going to do something on the internet, I'll do it through like my Google. You know, so this internet button is just, it's directly to Web Talk. But I really believe that when the app comes out, the level of interaction that we've been seeing already is just going to jump massively. And and guys, that's why I'm not concerned about people that, you know, say that they know what's going on. I'm not concerned about all that, because I already know we're doing it, and I already know that the second that app comes out, we are going to have way more interaction than people would think, because right now we're on a limited kind of time, for people to do it. But once this app gets into the hands of all the IAG members and they're just constantly responding and talking to each other, yeah, so I like the bonus stuff. I like that there's those other things coming out, like the Spotify stuff and the Shopify. I like that that's something that is going to generate revenue, because a lot of people I know, like a lot of Facebook people, are constantly advertising stuff for their Shopify like accounts and Shopify stuff, and I just think that it's going to, it's going to help those kind of people earn revenue without even selling their Shopify stuff. So that's cool. That's gonna, make some revenue. And I think it's funny when, Alfonso asks about the portal and saying, well, when's that gonna open up? Well, if you had listened to anything that RJ has said, past the, the 2 hours or so that he said that he has really researched WebTalk, he would actually know that answer. That answer was given out a long time ago by RJ. He said, we're ready to go with Priceline, but we're not going to do that. Corona is here. We're not going to do that. It's going to be a while. It's not worth, starting something up where people can't even use it. We already knew that. IAG already knew that. But guess what IAG also knows? There's other things to use to travel. Oh, and IAG today just showed that it doesn't even need a travel portal to get stuff. Because we showed it today, earlier in the day, of someone saying, hey, just send your friend over here and tell them that tell the store manager or the restaurant manager, here's their name, and just say you're from, I mentioned IAG. See, that's where we're at. Do we even need a portal? Yeah, it'd be nice to have, have that as part of, a revenue thing.
The revenue,
but,
right.
But we're generating revenue because we're going to start getting stuff for free just because we're IAG. See, these are the things that we talk about. We don't talk about, oh, RJ, when's that portal going to come in because we need revenue? We're already at the point where we're making revenue because of IAG travel already. And if you don't think we're not, yeah, it's not tons right now. But if you don't think that there's money being generated right now through the IAG travel group without a portal, go check out the Vietnam. They're doing so much in IAG travel, it's insanity. And when that app comes out, it just jumps that up. And when those revenues pools start getting a little bit bigger, we're already there. We're already way ahead of it.
And talk about the travel portal and what did RJ say? A getaway with his wife, and going domestic. His plan this year was to Europe and things, and we all know why. And what happens? He goes domestic in the United States, and he talks about Airbnb. And all RJ needed to do was a personal post about where he's going to travel. And you don't think that WebTalk World is going to open up their homes or an extra home where he's going instead of supporting Airbnb? Okay, I'm sorry. You want to support people that are going to make money off of you as you rent their home. Oh, wait a minute. That sounds a lot like WebTalk, but you don't want to support them, do you? You don't want to support WebTalkers, so you quack your mouth. So who would have opened up a condo in Thailand for RJ and his wife and children? Oh, wait a minute, though. It's reserved for Teacher Andy first there, RJ, for 1 month, free, zero money. Skip Airbnb because we're going to collapse them as well. So he talks about Airbnb. It's jam-packed. Everybody had the same idea. So they were all there. He thought it was going to be a quiet adventure with his wife. Did anybody hear that? Could we comment about that in Web Talk with a Web Talk Live from Alfonso? Hey, man, I want to open up my house to you, RJ. I'm over here near Yellowstone, man. So I'm the quacker. I just heard stuff floating in my ears about he had to spend money with Airbnb. Money that could be put into the platform. He's got to spend it to go on holiday with his wife. You think he's working 2 hours a day? Then I gotta see this meeting go on past almost 2 hours of silliness. When's this gonna end? So he can go back to some more projects and because he's not sleeping.
Right.
He's a risk taker. They don't sleep for humanity. And he doesn't have a small little team. He's got a large team. We're the ones teaching the world about Web Talk. He doesn't need to have a little team in Web Talk of teachers to teach how to use it. No, we got that part. In his platform in beta. Oh, where he joined us. And he didn't talk about it, just, oh, I joined the live here, guys. So I'm talking a little bit funny because that's what Teacher Tim does. And that's why I love who Daryl is, coming in and saying, insane guy, crazy guy, Teacher Tim, and listening. Am I going to talk like some lecturer, some professor? Well, we got this here, and we got 30 years of research, and the world doesn't know how to handle money, and they're in debt. Give me a break. Those are fake teachers. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not listening to Rich Man, Poor Man. Rich Man, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is the real deal, Web Talk. If you listen to the process of what RJ is actually talking about, it is just beautiful, layer upon layer upon layer of where we're going. And I know you're smiling when you hear little tidbits of a week from right now we'll be beta testing. Thank you guys. Just be patient, Teacher Annie. It's 1 week away. I know you're smiling. I hear that. I know you're smiling. I don't think of any other Web Talker, only you, because I know you're listening. And then I'm playing around with the screen and I'm affecting your attentions, because I see that comment, oh, we're live already. Alfonso doesn't understand what that is.
Nope. And I did the reason I didn't put live.
Exactly.
See, this is the thing is Ashley said, she's like, I'm still kind of confused why you guys aren't on the payroll yet. Karma. All things take their time. It'll be okay.
Yes.
I got 8,000 people I got to send this to. Well, we got the whole world already, so slowly roll there, tough guy.
Yeah. With a post from IEG Algeria in 5 languages 2 hours ago, Web Talk post.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll spend maybe 3 more hours this week doing his research about Web Talk, so he can come to the table with a little bit more knowledge next week.
Alfonso, you're part of the family. We love you. We're just challenging you, tough guy. That's all it is. We're part of the same family. We're no different. We're just challenging you. And the CEO is prepared for it. That was just beautiful to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
To him talk, RJ.
Yeah, it was funny. Destan said that she says that what she say something about I like listening to you and Teacher Tim talk, and I wrote back. I said I like listening to RJ talk way more
Yeah,
than us.
yeah. That's why I say get the hell away from Teacher Tim. Teacher Andy's cool. Listen to him, please. Get the hell away from me. And RJ is just another level with Teacher Andy, man. That's just a fact.
Man,
Pink.
that's just that his level is so much higher than mine.
That's a fact. Jesus.
I'm here for the ride. You know, and I've said this before. If you aren't surrounding yourself or connecting yourself to people that are way smarter than you, then you're not doing it right. I'm not stupid in that I don't know who to listen to. And, you know, when RJ comes on, you shut up and listen. You don't ask silly questions. You shut up and listen. Could I have written some questions in there? Did I write any questions in there? I don't think so. No one needs to see my pretty little face in there writing questions. You know why? Because we tagged RJ and he's probably listening to this right now, smiling, because we're making fun of the whole situation. Because that's just what we do.
Yeah, and RJ, if you are listening, you can come and bash Teacher Tim. There's zero need to bash Teacher Andy at all. There's a confusion. I'll take it. The karma's right here on the 8th floor. You can knock me right off. It's cool, man. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'll show you where this guy's at right now. You know, this is where Teacher Andy will be down there with his family running around, you know, and it just waits patiently, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It'll
you know,
be multiple.
and it's interesting because we have been waiting patiently, and we've been doing this for a long time. And I get very frustrated listening to people try to tell me that it isn't worth it for them, and they've only been in Web Talk for a month, or they aren't getting enough out of Web Talk. Well, if you're not getting enough out of Web Talk, you're not putting enough in.
Yeah.
Because I know what I've been getting from Web Talk, and right now the money is not the thing that I'm getting from Web Talk that's making me excited.
Yeah. What did RJ say? Real relationships is first in this platform.
Yep.
He said it again. He said it.
Yep.
And that's how we create more success.
Yep. Well, I mean, let's think about this today. You sit around and have a conversation with Daryl, and before Daryl even gets done with the conversation, he's like, I just connected with X amount of people. Well, what does that mean in the aspect of IEG? Does it mean that he connected with people, or does that mean that we just have another person that's not connected to us generating revenue for us? Because that's what I hear. Every time that someone comes in, no matter who they are, and they're connected to IEG, and they're going to bring value to IEG no matter where they are. Brenda just proved that this morning. She is in Sedona. She's Brenda will be around when Brenda needs to be around. But you know, I saw, you know, another person that I'm working with, that I'm trying to, you know, get into Web Talk, and they made a post. They're in Sedona, and I was like, I'm gonna ask Brenda where she's at. Wouldn't that be crazy if they were at the same resort? I mean, you know, small world. Might as well see if there's a connection. Have her go talk to this lady and say, you know, get it together, man. Andy's been talking to you. Do this. But what does she say? Tell your friend to mention IEG. That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't messaged Brenda a few weeks ago, a month ago, or a couple months ago, whatever it was. Time flies, man. It feels like it was like months ago that we started that, and it just doesn't feel like it was very long ago either.
Yes.
But what's crazy, and this is what this is something that I really, really think is awesome, for 2 or 3 weeks straight, maybe even 4 weeks straight, Brenda's team and Derek's team, every single week I had to get on and talk to them and show them and converse with them. And now they don't even invite me to their meetings. And you know why I'm happy about that? That means they learned, they are doing their thing, and away they go.
Yes.
Derek doesn't invite me to his meetings anymore. Not personally, maybe in a spotlight post, but you know what that means to me? They got it, they got what they needed, and they're going on their own way. But guess what that means for us, IEG people? Have you done that? Have you spent the time trying to explain to somebody else? Oh, you get people and you get, oh, I'm so busy. I just can't explain this to people. So could you, Andy and Tim, explain this to people? Yeah, we can. I'll do it. But are you doing it? Because every time you help it, someone else from another group from somewhere else in Web Talk, and they start interacting with people from IEG, you are building a new source of revenue for the teachers and for IEG itself. See, this isn't volunteerism. This isn't, I'm just doing this for fun. There is an ultimate goal for this. And the ultimate goal is that everybody in Web Talk knows about IEG. How did you learn how to do that? Well, duh, IEG. How did you learn how to do that? Well, I was told by a member of IEG to go check out Scott Gerard's videos, so I watched his videos. Oh, he's connected to IEG in his own way. Does he help IEG? Sure does. Do you help him? Have you guys sent people to Scott Gerard's YouTube channel? Every single person that you've ever invited to Web Talk, they should all be on Scott Gerard's channel. Why?
Correct.
Because he helped us. Every single person that I've talked to at some point will subscribe to his channel. Does he know that I'm doing that? No. Does it matter? No. Is it karma? Yes. Is it taking and bartering? Hey, if you do this for me, I'm going to keep telling people to go to your YouTube channel. Did we make that agreement? Shake hands? No. You just do it. People that are out there that if you just listen to this, if you were just sitting here listening to RJ talk and you don't say to yourself, I've got a week to get it together, then you weren't listening. Did you see the the RJ excitement face? Because RJ is very chill. RJ is excited right now. You can see it. It is finally here where he can start pumping out an app to have people test it. And then with that app, giving them the, you know, a little bit of that head start. Oh, here's SMSs that you could send out to all your little friendos. Everybody's going to be on Web Talk someday. Just like everybody's on Facebook. They just don't know it yet. Neither do you.
He had to go take a holiday before it really gets crazy.
Yep.
Share that. Yeah.
And you 1 month or 2 monthers, you know, think like it's been so long for something to happen. How about 10 years? How about waiting 10 years for something to happen? We are better than that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
10 million invested in Web Talk so far. He's saying this. Where is this money coming from? Patent pending technologies. Where are these ideas coming from? He's lead development. He's got every front covered. I do not get tired of him talking a repetitive story. That's not the situation on why I was voicing the way I was, 20 minutes ago. It wasn't about him.
No.
Man, just incredible.
Yeah. It's great. Oh, here, let me get on. See if anybody is still messaging.
Oh yeah. No, Teacher Destan, she's laughing right now in the comments about some insane move I made on the live. That was the last comment. And it's beautiful. IEG Vietnam, there's so many stinking pro users there. I keep seeing more pro users pop up. There's such a system in place there, Web Talk World, with individuals that understand how to use Web Talk, and these so-called teachers that you think Web Talk is all about. You haven't seen anything yet of the greatest system ever created. Let's walk away from the word school because you're so programmed with that word.
Right.
How about the greatest ecosystem ever made? Does that kind of help humanity to think outside of your school and teacher? Because that powerful quote that teacher Andy shared many, many months ago, the greatest school ever made is happening right now. It's being created. You listen to it, oh, it's a school. Oh, it's a bunch of teachers. I have to respect my wife. I have to respect my wife with our sponsor, the hotel, the Nest. Hey, Tim, can we keep this private with our projects? In Web Talk, we want to communicate privately. We really don't want to have it public. Of cleaning rooms and what we're repairing and getting ready. And I said, sure. Actually, you could make it public and you'll get comments and emojis and your front desk manager will make revenue. We can make it private. It's okay. Where only you guys see. You see? And that's out of respect for what they're doing. To actually want to push them at least towards professional and personal contacts to see it. See? They already know about the public. Nobody needs to see a pipe under a sink in public. Just like nobody needs to see your stinking food in public. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Anna, IEG Vietnam. Teacher Tim loves you because you're one of the high-level web talkers, and you're the Cuisine Corner, the creator of the Cuisine Corner. You're going to be one of the biggest clubs in web talk with food, and you're sharing it publicly. And 5, 10 in a row, and Teacher Tim has to comment something different pretty much in every one because you are just incredible. You don't need to make that public. Or do you? Who cares? Keep going. Let the web talkers unfollow you, and we'll weed out and we'll have IEG concentration. And that ecosystem will enlarge and get more powerful. And others will be gravitating towards it. As everyone is learning about the Magic News feed, this is not making fun of humanity in Web Talk. You got to listen to the whole before you start listening to clips of the insane Teacher Tim. And if you want to put the clips out there of me talking crazy, zero permission. I don't care. You can put your little Trump clips out there all you want there, guys. Your little Trumpy clips, making fun or loving them. Where's that get you at the end of the day? Where's that get you? It gets you to bed early, depressed, and in a silly world of I can't do anything in this world right now. That's that hook, line, and sinker. They got you. All right, I'm on that rant again. I have to stop. Today's Mother's Day in Thailand.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, for the Queen. She, was loved by the Thai people for 60 plus years with the King Rama IX. So they keep this Mother's Day alive, and in December for the King, Rama IX as well, and the new king is in. So there's another, birthday for him, another holiday in Thailand that's celebrated. And, it's midweek. And, thinking about that, in the office yesterday, school systems of the world, think about this for a second. You're going to be going in for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. You're going to be giving teachers that Wednesday off to just go. Come in for another 2. Give the weekend. They're going to be making revenue on the side, showcasing where they are and relaxing. Teachers need to be in systems of just 1 or 2 days connecting with your children and listening. Because what Daryl said, Teacher Andy, was very, very beautiful. He said, because he's a crossing guard, and I'm not sure if you heard that. He said about these teenagers that nobody's listening to them during this COVID, and they're so lost. They're so disorganized and so are disoriented. And it comes back to what you're sharing as a high school teacher in a school, and systems are not listening to the children. They're only thinking about how can we, restart and kind of put them back in jail as quickly as possible, because, well, they're free right now. They look disoriented. We got to put them back into a system and jail them again. And teacher, I'm talking something here, humanity. You're not going to understand. I don't care. Is that you have Daryl, who's actually saying to these high schoolers, to these teenagers, to the children on the streets, I love you. I'm here for you. That is a great situation to share in the Web Talk Lives. Because that's exactly what we need to do more of in a world that says teenagers are rebels. That's just an effect of the silliness of what we're putting them in. Teenagers are the higher level spiritual leaders. They know exactly what they're creating. They're just going to be shoved down because they're a certain age. Just humanity forgets that they are ageless. Just like the individuals are ageless to the ones that are trying to depress them. You're just so out of whack. So I love that. I really enjoy what Daryl was saying. What he's doing.
Yep.
When systems are not listening.
And he's not. Yeah, I mean, that is something that I've been saying over and over again, that we're over here trying to build a curriculum, acting like it's normal and like we're just, everything's normal, blah blah. It's not. You don't know what these kids have been going through. They've been going through so much right now. And we're over here worried about, are they going to pass the state test? Some of them barely are passing life's test each day.
Right. We will.
But what do I know? I've only been a teacher for 20 years.
What the hell do I know? You're on one side, the one that's so, inside the system and educational degree and still so beautifully open-minded, like the rich dad talking to the son. There's a wisdom to you that shares. And then you put me on the other side. Oh, am I some certified educator? I just went through a 7-day course on the Big Island of Hawaii to become a substitute teacher. And what happened along the way? I was just listening to the elementary students in the cafeteria line as I was cleaning dishes and cleaning classrooms and doing whatever I wanted to do to see my child go through a system that I knew was retarded. I would watch it and I would send her energy to continue, to be there, not hand her off like I did when she was 3 years old, because that's all I had as an option at daycare. So I could go work at a retirement community a mile away, and the school was 4 blocks away. And my dad would pick her up, take her to the retirement, and the connections began. 7 years as a chef. Do I talk about cooking? I talk about the wisdom that was shared to me by these rich people. And how one at a time, 70, 80, 90-year-olds just died, did it in depression with all the money in the world. You're moving to Hawaii? Oh, I wish I could do that. Go do.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And
You see people go and do something when they're 80 years old and they can't even enjoy it because they can barely do it. But it's the thing they've wanted to do their entire life. Like, what are people doing, wasting their every day to be stuck in their house in their one job and their one thing and just doing the same thing over and over again? Why are people doing that? Why are people conditioned to believe that they only get one vacation every 2 years or 3 years? What's the, what is that? What is that doing for yourself? It's funny because, friends of mine and people that know us, I mean, everybody is just freaking out right now. Everyone's like, we haven't been on a trip. We haven't been on a vacation. One of my friends, she's in Abu Dhabi still, and she's just like, I'm not leaving. She's like, I can't, the restrictions are off right now. She's like, but what happens if something goes even crazier in the States and they won't let me back in and, into the UAE? She's like, I can't risk that. So she's like, I can't even go on vacation. But she decided to go to a hotel, on the beach or whatever, in Abu Dhabi, because it's even hard to leave Abu Dhabi to go to another emirate. Because when you come back into Abu Dhabi, you have to go through a whole process. She's like, I don't even want to deal with that. And that's within the country. So you can't even go to like Dubai and hang out in Dubai and then come back to Abu Dhabi like we used to. It's like an hour drive. You jump on the bus or you take a taxi and you go up to Dubai and you hang out for the weekend and you come back. It's that simple. Now the process is so irritating that she's just like, nah, I'm not even doing that. So she has to come up with vacations within, Abu Dhabi. But it's kind of funny because now she's going, well, all the money that I'm saving on going on vacations or, around the world and doing all that stuff, she's like, I think I'm just going to put it into going like and staying at the Emirates Palace for, a weekend and, stuff like that, that go see how much the Emirates Palace costs per night. That's, I was looking at the price of Emirates Palace and I was just like, no wonder I never stayed there. Because it was just, and then, there's, Dubai has the 7-star hotel, bucket list dream of mine to go to it. But on the other hand, I'm like how how high of a level is that? Like they say it's it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to be at a 7-star hotel, and
You
it's
had
in the
traveled,
UAE.
you had said you traveled with Ashley, to some hotels that were beautifully priced and all the services. Walk in, butlers are
Mhm.
there and stuff, right? So they have that as well, and then they have the much higher level. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
yeah. And yeah, I mean the thing that we did with a butler was, I mean, it's probably a 4 or 5 star hotel. Um, but in the UAE, it's just see, that's the thing is we have been forever ruined as far as what a 4 star and 5 star means, because you go to a 2 star hotel in the UAE and it's leaps and bounds better than any 5 star in the States. I mean, I was like I said, I stayed at it was like a 2 or 3 star hotel in Abu Dhabi. I just stayed at it because the deal was, it was like, I think it was like $80 or $90 a night, but you got like an $80 or $90 food credit every day.
You mentioned
And
that
it was
last time of the
room
travel.
service too. You didn't even have to leave your room. It was crazy. Like, I was just like, I don't even know how this deal works. Like, who came up with this deal? Hey, let's just have people come to our hotel and stay for free and feed them for free.
Yeah.
And then feed them, And so, yeah, so basically you got your room, but then you got the everyday allowance of like $80-$90 of food.
That sounds like a Web Talk insane plan,
Right.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll just emoji and comment the Nest forever, and then they'll make revenue, and then they'll just open up. Come on, Nest, how are you giving us free rooms? I don't understand.
Well, because last night we just made $1,000 off of your post.
Oh. Oh man.
I tell you what, man. I tell you what, I just, when people hear what we're talking about, I think they think it's nuts. But the more I research social media, the more I keep looking at stuff. I'm just like, it's not. This is actually very simple. Like, I think of 100 million people. That the goal is to have 100 million people more in Web Talk. Out of that 100 million, do you not think that at least 100,000 of those people will be part of the travel group? I mean, can they not be? Can it be that it won't be that much? I don't believe so.
Right.
So if 100,000 people are conditioned like Vietnam has conditioned themselves
Oh my God.
to see a post and interact with it and post their stuff and interact with that and interact and interact and interact and interact. Like, a post will generate so much value because 100,000 people, if they just hit like, isn't that 1,000,000 points?
Oh my God. And the sponsorship that you hit on, why is that not possible in Web Talk world?
Oh, it'll come.
And then we're not even looking at the free rewards or anything. It's just, here we go. You got Super Dad Andy promoting Air Asia in Web Talk posts already of IEG travel. I mean,
if everybody listened like Andy and thought like Tom and
oh my gosh.
worked as hard as Toto, and was as happy about Web Talk as Destan,
Oh,
and put in as much effort as Arsh, and supported as much as Terry,
this guy.
and did as much as Bahri, and supported a team as much as Rissa, and put as much effort into responding to as many people as possible as Nalutza. Like I could just keep going down this list right now. If everybody did those things, I mean, the power of this is just outstanding. It really is outstanding.
Yeah.
And posted as many times as Anna. And, you know, just everybody that's involved that just keeps showing, you know, more and more. I mean, and you know, worked as hard as Grant, and
Oh,
just all the names. Like what a wonderful, I mean, this is just, you know, every country is going to have a Toto and an Andy show up. Are you going to be the one that gets them? Because I sure wish I had Toto underneath me. Sure wish I had Andy underneath me as a direct referral. The guy that you can't, you barely talk to him because there's so many horns honking, but yet does them like everything correctly. I don't get it. It's wild. It's wild.
yeah.
But that's, I mean, but ultimately that is what's so awesome about this.
Yeah.
When you look at Manny,
Oh,
here's another person that's you know, instantly going to try to do as much as he possibly can. Some things will fail, some things will be successful, but he's taken out a whole handful of darts and just thrown them at the dartboard, and you know, something's got to hit. And talk about like his vision of what IAG travel needs. People to start showcasing their countries. Because everybody's posting pictures and stuff like that. He's saying he wants to go film the band. Film the guy in the jungle, you know, do a live while making a mug, you know, those kind of things. Like if every country was doing that, you know, it's like Tom. If he went to the coffee shop and said, hey, IEG wants you to be, you know, our thing. Can you take us on a tour, on a live tour right now? I mean,
there you go.
everything's gonna be, there's just gonna be so much. And it's funny because I wish that Web Talk had been around when I started traveling in the UAE. So all that stuff would have been on Web Talk instead of just talking about it and saying I gotta upload stuff. Because I mean, I'm like, I gotta upload stuff, but is it really? I mean, wouldn't it be better live to be in Egypt live instead of just a video?
Randy's live from Egypt is, you know. Oh, he's in Vietnam now. He was just live a couple of days ago, you know.
Well, I mean, when I did the Europe, the summer of Europe, I mean, literally every 3 to 4 days was a new country. And it was just, I mean, it was just a It was nonstop. Some places, stayed a little bit longer, but most of it was just like, let's just see as much as possible.
In that one chunk, that 1 month, how many countries then? 15?
Well, it was
Or
about,
no,
it
no, it
would have
wouldn't be
been
that
about
many.
2 months. It'd have been about 2
2
months,
months. Wow.
because we got out of school. You get out of school in like July, and then you don't have to really be back. I wasn't really had to be back until like the end of August. So it was about 2 months straight. And man, let me see if I can list all the places. Salzburg and Vienna, Austria, Luxembourg, Amsterdam, Brussels, Rome, Greece, Berlin, Paris, man, if I looked at a map, I'd probably, let's see, what else? Let's see. Turkey. No, I don't think I did it to Turkey at that time. Italy, France, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, the UK, Poland, Czech Republic.
Czech Republic.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just, I mean, it just everywhere. I mean, it was just everywhere. It was just a summer of just like, it was non-stop. It was crazy because I ate so much food in that summer and didn't gain a pound and didn't work out the whole time. But all you did was just walk all day long. Had your backpack and you just went for it. Just go, 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 go. Poland.
Hey, dude, you talk about all that, and how it's all gonna come back to you, and you're gonna
Yeah.
be with other web talkers traveling around. We have in the Magic News feed the Super Dad Andy's wife, okay, and this is
Mhm.
actually just very beautiful. She did a spotlight post, and she's a doctor. It says, and it's in the Vietnamese language. All right. Then she pops it in the little English, like, share, email, put your email.
Right.
Well, look at this, dude. This is an hour ago. 23 emojis, 9 comments, 15 shares. And look at what they do. Email, email. As their comment, there's emails. They're responding. They know exactly what to do. This
Yep.
is a big deal to get
Yep.
something in the email to expand their world of web talk. That's a powerful spotlight post that will reach IEG, Vietnam, and beyond.
Man.
I should pop my email in there just to see, for shits and giggles, what they're actually doing, and copy and paste it. Because I'm not going to talk to the ambassador and say, "Hey, man, what's your wife doing? Can I tell you in Messenger, man? It's really cool what you guys, the system you created with the travel with links there." Oh man. I still recall the biggest smile on a Facebook Live when I met Super Dad Andy over there.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. The biggest smile. And the
Yeah.
monkeys on him. All his children. And teacher Destan, teacher Arsh, she tagged me just to confirm in the Web Talk Live before this one. Teacher Destan, who invited you to Web Talk? New pro user. Teacher Arsh, teacher Tim. Okay, just want to confirm that. Teacher Arsh, Coach Salutza. They got something when they wake up.
Yeah.
Because if I mention the other two names that you guys are staring at right now, oh, it's a scam. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what time has Teacher Tim been on live since 5:30? And Daryl said that insane guy was just talking to him 4 hours ago and he's live already again. So wait a minute. Teacher Tim's been live for like 5 hours and I got $20. Yippee! Jeez, wake up, man. I'm sorry, teacher. I gotta do that comedic crap every once in a
Hey,
while.
did you how'd you like the pictures of the
Can you
of
send me
kind
more
of the
TikToks,
framework,
man?
the framework?
Send me another TikTok of the Trump guy sometime, man. Oh, what? The framework?
Yeah, the
Hi,
the GeoAg framework.
dude. I said I was gonna post it. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I think I've already made a decision that I'm going to do something a little bit different because I've got the holes in it. So what I'm thinking is I might the plywood, like the shelving, I think I might just cut it out and just make it little small pieces so it just sits on it. And then that the drip can drip right down into the next one. Because right now it's just going to drip right into the wood. Because it's sitting on wood. So I think what I might do is it's real flimsy right now. I gotta figure out how to.
Oh, it looks super strong.
Well, and the thing that sucks is, bought a bunch of wood and half of it's warped. So it's all warped and you have to try to bend it and, doing that all by myself. And Ashley comes out today. I was using the saw to make some, like some indented areas basically. So I'm just using a skill saw, just back and forth to make it small. But in doing that, normally when I'm out there just cutting stuff, I'm like, I just squint and hope nothing hits me in the face. But like this stuff was like sending stuff at me. So I go inside and grab a pair of Levi's sunglasses, which barely cover my eyes. And she comes out in the garage and I look up, she's like, what is your problem? I'm like, I just grab some sunglasses just so I don't send a piece of wood in my eye.
I'm in a GeoAg project right now. The world's never seen it before. I gotta keep going, man.
Yeah.
It just changes everything, man.
Oh, and I told her, I said of all the time in my life that I've ever been to like a supply store or like a Lowe's, I've always seen like packages of seeds. Do you think I can find a package of seeds right now? Nowhere. You guys have seeds? No, we sent those all back already. Send them back to where? Where are seeds at? I can't find them.
Oh.
So I guess I'm just gonna have to do the table scraps. I'm gonna try to do the strawberries. I'm gonna put a bunch of strawberries in there and see if table scrap strawberries will work. I don't even know. I don't even know where to get seeds right now. So gotta search some more. I just thought, oh yeah, I'll just go to the garden section. Wouldn't that be in every garden section? Seeds? Like, doesn't that start most gardens? So I'm trying to figure that out. And then I'm trying to figure out how to make this thing a little bit more sturdy so it doesn't just fall apart when I really get going. When I drop the sand in there and all the rocks and stuff, I don't want it to just fall over.
And then it falls over and you're gone after a week and everything's growing. It's all cool.
Right.
It's just scattered everywhere because I got watermelon seeds opening up on the rocks
Oh,
right
really?
now.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That fast? That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so cool to see the rocks with the moisture on them right above the sand.
Yeah.
We'll continue further. My wife, like I shared with you, she's going to come in a couple of days here. She's bringing seeds, and we'll set up more with what she wants to grow and start the business. She'll leave and I'll continue, and we'll have lettuce, you know, and we'll web talk live it in a whenever it happens when we go over there to sell the spring rolls, you know.
Yeah.
All her idea too. We'll web talk live it.
Yeah.
I'll just be there for the crazy guy, you know, the foreigner guy standing with his Thai wife, growing food from rocks in sunglasses at night, web talk live and everything. You know, eating some watermelon. What are you doing, man? Eating watermelon. All the children at school. What, Teacher Tim? What are you doing eating watermelon all morning long and all in the what are you doing? What? Daryl, when he shares that idea, see that Italian, those two Italians, remember, long time ago, Teacher John brought him in. Oh, I'll do the health idea. Oh yeah, come on, do it, man. Quack, quack. Now we got Daryl. See, you know that's gonna happen. This
Yeah.
is his second Zoom. The first one he came in with you guys and listened. That's why I really appreciate him and brought him in again as he listened to the website. Hey man, come on, Daryl, come on in. And then from before, he just listened. He didn't interrupt you guys talking about travel and things. It's a recording of a couple months ago. He was in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to share with him when I show his profile. See, I'm unfollowing a lot of people.
Right.
I have to. There's such an organization of IEG members that I have to communicate. I have to support the ones that are getting nothing. There's comments in other comments saying, guys, I'm doing emojis and comments to everyone. Why isn't anybody giving me? And then you go to their news feed and they're sharing all these people that are just in Web Talk to get shares. And they only want, those people only want their post to get the shares in the comments. They're nothing about any give and take. So I got to take care of these IEG members. I show that on a Web Talk Live. You know, I mean, these guys, we don't want to lose them. They want to be able to understand. They want to be able to make a little extra revenue. Kurdistan, you know, different. I'm posting the GeoAg with a cake picture. Hey man, how the hell are you awake, man? I saw you this morning in the car. You're rubbing your eyes, you know. Lennox has kept you up, and you see.
Yeah, I was up to about 2:30 this morning, and then was up at 6:30.
Yeah, with some insane guy. Hey man, I'm going live.
And then yeah, took a quick little nap, putting him down. See,
Oh, good. You took a nap. Good. A little bit.
but then I knew that I was supposed to be on. I needed to be on to listen to Tom, and then I saw a post about Alfonso or a message or something that said that RJ was going to be on. So I was like, well, here we go.
And Tom's no electricity, like I shared with you. We'll share no electricity. That's why Teacher Toto comment in Web Talk, 1:00 Vietnam time, he goes live. Alfonso, where do we see that spot? Was that a spotlight post in there? Or was that RJ talking?
No, that was RJ.
RJ.
Alfonso just sent out an email. I don't see Alfonso too much. But I don't see myself too much in there either.
GeoAg meets World of Travel Wednesday.
Well, speaking of which, I need to put that video link into onto Yola's. I really need to talk to her.
We do.
And
I
get
say,
her.
I say we, it's not me. We do. We got to get her up to speed with what's about to be put on her plate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna hashtag Air Asia. Bangkok Airway. You know, that's another thing that's going to be so beautiful when this whole virus thing gets, lifted out and things go back to normal. You know how many great deals are going to happen
Oh,
all over the world?
There's so many deals right now. Ashley was like, we could go to New York from Atlanta for $26. But that's going from one hotspot to another. And not doing that.
Yes.
But see, the
Oh,
thing is what's going to be the interesting thing is who is smart enough to buy the cheap ticket at the right time where they can actually go on a trip and not be concerned about COVID, but still get the deal.
mm. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. You know what's funny is I forgot to delete those test share posts, and I'm getting comments on them. That's kind of funny.
When you were live showing a test.
Yeah, I remember when I was doing those test shares to see which.
Yeah.
I forgot to delete them. Oops. I'm trying to figure out where the last Geo Ag is. I wonder, did I share that? Oh yeah, here we go. Wait. Oh, this says a week ago. Let's see which one this is.
Yola. We are ready for Mr. Manny over the next week with someone that he wants to upgrade.
Yeah, okay.
We're ready to go.
Also, yeah, we need to talk to Quaylon as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find. Maybe I didn't put it on my. Let's see.
You just said Quaylon. Yola. Okay. GeoAg. Oy.
Where's your? Do you know? Trying to find the last Sunday's GeoAg video. It's I mean it's on your news feed somewhere, right?
It is, yeah.
3 days ago.
Sunday. No.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
All right,
About
dude.
ready to go to bed. I'm still trying.
You want that post somewhere? I'll find it for you.
Well, I was just gonna get the link and put it into the comments in Yola's, probably right under where I put the first link. The heck is it though?
I'm scrolling down too. So you want it where? You want it in her you want it in her newsfeed on her
Well,
post?
she,
The
yeah,
link?
on a post, and then I commented on the post with a link to the first one.
Okay. You're talking about the live, right? With Richard then.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
second class. I swear it was on my newsfeed, but I guess not. I thought it was on my newsfeed.
I'm coming to it, so I'll get it and put it a must watch as IG absorb. No. The hell? Now my screen's blank. Oh, there we go. Here's what do you think of upgrade? No. This is a real life training session. Oh, no, that's Monique. Zoom app, Monique. Oh, here we go. Okay, no, that's GeoAg. Web Talk, IED Travel Club members, no. Holy mackerel, man.
Yeah, it's like it's not there.
3 days ago, we are truly successful together. Vietnam.
It's only, what is today, Monday?
Tuesday for you, Wednesday here. So yeah, Sunday. The wonderful, nope. Is this a real ass? God, I gotta cut down on the posts. Innovative English Global. God. Here's another one just for shits and giggles. Oh, free tickets. Wait a minute. What the? Why am I going past the free ticket now? Four days ago, that's not correct. My screen's blank.
Yeah, that's really weird. It's like it's not there.
Look at that. You're not. I'll go to videos really quick over here and see it. It's got to be in that. All right. Okay. That doesn't help.
Okay, yeah, so in her
Yeah.
post, it's at the top of her page, it says, it's just a picture of a plant. And then in the comments, I put the link. So if you want, just put it right in there in that
Okay.
in that post.
Yeah.
When you
I'll
find it.
on the computer now to find it. My laptop is slow.
All right, well,
All right,
I think I'm done. So,
sounds
well,
good, man.
hope people enjoyed the RJ video or interview tonight and are excited. Some of you might not be as like not realize what's about to happen, but some of you do. Pro users, you better have 20 pictures set aside. So you just pop those in, get your Instagram stuff set up. when the app does come out, we will have a I don't know if we'll do a whole like 24-hour marathon, but we will do
Mm.
a length of time where all pro users will be showcasing their app on their phones from around the world. So IEG Pro users, make sure that you are ready for that, because when that comes out, that will be really exciting to kind of show people, share your screen and show people your app on your phone. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
I got it
and
right
for
here,
some-
dude.
Okay, sweet. And for some reason, Tim, I finally today I was able to hit share on my phone, and it finally has the share screen option.
Oh,
So now I can do that.
oh, good, good.
I don't know what the deal was. Maybe it was just because I wasn't a host, and so I wasn't doing it when I was a host. And I don't know, but anyway, I think that's gonna work. So that'll be cool to be able to showcase stuff.
Oh yeah, like Richard was doing. All right, dude.
All
We'll
right.
talk soon.
Okay.
I'll try to pop into Tom's and get him live
Cool. All right.
a couple hours. See you, man.
See you in the morning.
All right. We will end this. Boy, I can't end it. I should be able to reclaim. Yeah, reclaim those. Okay. Something smells good. Wow. All right, guys, we're gonna end this. Oh, this is simple. Just a YouTube live inside the IEG Secure Zoom. We're stopping now. See you soon. World of Travel Wednesday. We are live.